Dear brothers and sisters in Jesus Christ, today we are entering into the 21st Sunday in Ordinary Time. On this Sunday, we get two important messages for us to reflect. One is to be humble, and the other is to seek the will of God. As we see in the first reading, God is bringing down a person from his position because he was not humble. As Shebnan was the finance minister, he thought he was above everybody. And God cannot control him because he has the kingdom in his hand. However, God teaches him a powerful lesson. Through Isaiah, he informs him that his position is going to be taken away and given to Eliakim, the son of Hilkiah, who was a humble and simple person. Because of his simplicity, he is given this big position to be finance minister of that kingdom. In the gospel reading, we see Jesus is choosing another simple person, Peter, to be the head of the church. What was the qualification of Saint Peter? Peter was not a very good administrator. For that matter, Judas was a better administrator because he was handling the account. He was not a close friend of Jesus because, as we know, Saint John was the close friend of Jesus. He was not even a clever person because all the other answers in today's gospel was given by somebody else. What was the qualification of Saint Peter then? Saint Peter was a failure in the view of the world. He was not a successful person, neither he was a clever person. He was an ordinary person who failed all his attempts to please Jesus. He wanted to walk with Jesus, but he failed in his faith. He sank in the water. He wanted to give his life to Jesus, but he failed. But he was a seeker of the will of God. Yes, dear brothers and sisters in Jesus Christ. He was constantly seeking the will of God. And therefore, God revealed him the truth. And therefore, he could proclaim that Jesus is the Messiah. And this proclamation makes him worthy or capable of the head of the church. Jesus gives him that position because Jesus understood that the will of God is in him, the Spirit of the Lord is in him, and he is seeking the Spirit of the Lord. He was an ordinary fisherman, a simple person, without any qualification. Yes, dear brothers and sisters in Jesus Christ, when we are humble, when we seek the will of God, God can raise us up. Today's corona situation has taught us this lesson very powerfully. Many people thought that their money can save them. Many people thought their physical fitness can save them. Many people thought their rich can save them. Today, unfortunately, all of them have proved themselves to be wrong because the world has proved all their belief is totally wrong. A simple virus has taught them a lesson. If we realize that only and only the will of God can save us, let us learn this lesson today to seek the will of God, humbly walk in His ways, and God will save us God will show us His ways and designs, and that will lead us to salvation. For this particular grace, let us pray during this week so that God will reveal His mystery of salvation, so that God will help us to walk in His ways. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. God bless you all.